we cannot require someone to be vaccinated. That's just not what we can do.
Needless to say, the right of women to make decisions about their own bodies is not negotiable.
No, definitely not. You don't want to mandate and try and force anyone to take a vaccine. We've never done that.
Our interest is very simple from the federal government, which is Americans' privacy and rights should be protected.
It is a matter of privacy to know who is or who isn't.
We don't want to be mandating from the federal government to the general population. It would be unenforceable and not appropriate.
Perhaps the federal government should step in and issue mandates, and if not, are you putting the needs of unvaccinated people ahead of the needs of vaccinated people?
Well, I think the question here, one, that's not the role of the federal government.
No, I don't think it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand to be mandatory.
But calm down, because now it is mandatory. Now it is official. Today, it came down that as of January 4th, businesses with 100 or more employees will be fined $14,000 per infraction for everybody who is not vaccinated. That's approximately 84 million people. And before I go into Fauci and how they've lied and everything else right now, I just feel like everybody needs to know something, because too many people do not know something. You are an American citizen. You are a free human being. You have been given a lottery ticket in life just by being born here. You are not a serf. You are not a peasant. You are not a pleb. You are not a slave. You don't have to do what these people say. The President of the United States is not a king. He does not have the authority to tell you you must take this or you're fired. Your governor never had the authority to say your job wasn't essential and your job wasn't essential. These scumbags don't have any legal right to treat you this way. Don't let them. If you're not vaccinated and don't want to get vaccinated, walk away. Break your scumbag employer. Rebel. Now is the time. Now is the time, because this never ends. I tried to tell everybody this back on day one of the lockdowns. Oh, it's just 15 days. I said, don't do it. They don't even have the authority to do this. Don't do this. They're never going to let you go. I tried to tell everyone, but it was 15 days and then 2 months and then a vaccine and then the booster shots. It never ends. This never ends, ever. 5 years from now, you'll be showing your vaccine passport to go eat. You got to show little Johnny's vaccine passport too. He's only 4. Did you get your booster shot? Oh, looks like your vaccine's expired. You cannot comply your way out of this. Start rebelling. These are terrible, evil people. You don't have any obligation to live under them. In fact, I will tell you, you have an obligation before God to stand up against these people. People losing their jobs all over the place. People finding out today, right before Christmas, sorry, got to go find a new place to work. And all these stupid lick-spittle CEOs out there, okay, Mr. Government, I'll do whatever you tell me to do. What happened to this country? What happened to us? We used to be people who would fight over stuff like this. Now, we allow them to hand out these dictates and then get caught everywhere. No mask on, partying it up. Remember Obama's birthday party? Woohoo! Laughing in our freaking faces, just rubbing our noses in it. How they get to do whatever they want. You're fired if you don't do what they say. No. You're an American. You're an American, and that means something. And even if it doesn't mean something to you, at least acknowledge it meant something to the people who went before you. People died so you can be free. People died. They gave up everything, entire lives, so you could be free. Land of the free is not something you sing in catchy songs, not something you just talk about briefly on the 4th of July. It means freedom from tyranny. It means you get to live your life as you see fit. It means if you don't want to take a vaccine, you don't take a vaccine. That's what land of the free means. Hey, thanks so much for watching the first on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.